A central idea within narrative psychology is that we're continually engaged in interpreting and making sense of our experiences. The stories that we have about our lives are created by linking events together in a meaningful way and making sense of them. Alice Morgan, in her book, What is Narrative Therapy, describes the story as being the thread that weaves the events together to create a coherent story. And it's really this idea that we all have so many stories that exist simultaneously about different aspects of our lives. So in this visual demonstration, each time the needle comes in and out of the tapestry, that represents an event that has occurred in somebody's life. We interpret and make sense of that event. And as more events occur, we link them together to form a story. The story here represented by the thread between the events. And we all have many stories that exist simultaneously about different aspects of our lives. Stories about ourselves, what we're good at, our abilities, our relationships, our interests, things that we don't like about ourselves. Some stories can be really helpful to us, like my story about being good at baking. Other stories can be much less helpful to us. In fact, they can be detrimental to us. And sometimes dominant stories actually overshadow many other positive stories that we may have about ourselves. There are many stories that sometimes go forgotten or get completely overshadowed by other stories. And that's part of what narrative-based life story work is all about, is starting to thicken some of these much thinner stories about successes, about strengths, about resilience, that may well have gone forgotten or overshadowed by other stories.